Hello everyone and welcome back. Oops, sit on my chair properly. I've got a journal share for you today. This is an altered book and a journal that I've made for a friend who bought a copy of this book secondhand. It's Kenilworth by Sir Walter Scott. It was in pretty bad shape. I wish I'd taken a before picture because the insides were all falling out and quite grubby. The whole thing was quite grubby. There's quite a lot of damage, as you can see here, where the I don't know whether it's water or what's happened to it, but this is faded here. This bottom corner of the book was, the book board was completely crumbled away, and on the back there was some similar sort of water damage, but not too bad, and the spine was fine. My friend wanted a writing journal and she wanted the book to go on the shelf and look like a normal book. So because the spine was in good condition, I was able to leave that. Took everything else out and I've added 5 signatures and I've used a hollow back binding method. I built up, I used a piece of book board and sort of, I don't know how I did it really. I just fiddled and glued until it looked right, sanded it a little bit here, and covered up the join, if you like, with this piece of old lace. I've used seam binding to tie it, but obviously if Carol doesn't like that, it can just be cut off. So inside, I have managed to keep bits of this book. I couldn't keep the end papers as they were, but I did cut this piece out and managed to keep that. So this book is from 1895. This is a little tiny tuck spot, and I also took some of the pages from the book and I think I used them on each signature to wrap around. The paper was very brittle, so not ideal. I have reinforced them on both sides and reinforced the edges. And then it's just a writing journal really, with very lightly dyed tea dyed paper, a few little fancy bits. I've just popped plain paper into the pockets so that Carol knows they're a pocket, I suppose. I've used a bit of stenciling and I've tried to follow the colours that are on the front of the book throughout each signature. This is vintage ledger, and there's an envelope. I haven't put anything in the envelopes, that's for her to do. This was the only illustration in the book, so I've kept that. Chapter 1. There's a couple of pinned in pieces in each signature. I didn't want to fill it up. And my friend does some crafting herself, so this is the sort of blue. Oh, I haven't gone in order. Oh, I've gone off in order this way. I think I've gone in order this way. So yellowy orange, tealy blue, some of the pocket. So doily, that's just an old postcard. The lace is glued on. I didn't think this paper would stand being stitched. This is just a paper bag. It's a reddy colour. Bit glue there. These centre piece pages are from a book called The Victorian Garden Album. I'll show you. Quite a nice book, but the pages are a little bit shiny. So that's that one. This little card is from a set that she gave me. And these laces, this fabric and lace is from my gift from Jo down in New Zealand. This is an over the page journal spot, and I've just put some masking paper on the inside of those. My friend likes cats, so I've cut that from the Stamperia Cats and Orchid paper. This is another envelope. Some more pinky red, so we did the sort of browny red, pinky red. This this glassine was inside the, it's a glassine pocket, and it was like that in the book. So I have just, I should have glued it the other way really, but I didn't want this postcard to fall out. This is just a vintage postcard that I had in my collection. So that's just tucked in there. This is meant to be the yellowy colour. It's more of a greeny. Again, I've wrapped some vintage Flower Fairy pages around that page. Images, sorry. I suppose they're pages as well as images. This is an envelope that I was gifted at some point, and I used it because the colours sort of toned with the colours on the front of the book. And another pocket at the back. So that's Carol's repurposed vintage book. It lies quite nice and flat because of the hollow back binding, so she should be able to write in that quite comfortably. And I hope she likes it. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.